Hello, everybody. This is Louise Eddington, the Cosmic Owl of Cosmic Owl Astrology, and I'm just doing a quick video about Amy Coney Barrett, the new Supreme Court Justice. And um, so we don't have a time for her. Amy Barrett was born on January the 28th, 1972. In New Orleans, so I've done a noon chart, so we can't look at the house placements. In fact, I could edit that just to put her sun on the first, so that or the solar sign on the first, so we just ignore the house placements. So, she has an interesting chart. It's very splayed. That her moon, even moon's likely in Cancer, even if she was, well, it will be in Cancer, even if she was, no matter what time on that day she was born, she's got a Cancer moon. We can't take the aspects to from her moon though, because we don't know the time. But so the moon moves the fastest. Everything else will be pretty much set. So she was Pluto in Libra generation. And interestingly enough, okay, so I want to so that's her swearing in. We'll look at that in a minute. I'm just looking at this solar eclipse. Let's just look at the eclipse. I don't know. Gemini. Oh, I'm just going to put in June 21st, 2020. Okay, there was a new moon eclipse a little bit earlier at 0. On the transits. Bear with me a second, everybody. All right. Oh no, that's so June 21st, 2020. All right. Oh, that's pretty close. If you see, we had an eclipse on June the 21st at 0 degrees of Cancer. I'm not going to fiddle because when I do that, it seems to jump all over the place. Now, again, we don't know the houses, but I do want to say that this eclipse was squaring her Pluto. So this was pulling her along her soul's path, her soul's desire to be a leader, a pioneer, Pluto in Aries, and to really kind of stand up for herself. She's born in Pluto in Libra generation. Maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of think, she has excelled. And she has moon in Cancer, which makes her a natural mother, a natural nurturer. But she has excelled in her field at a very young age. I think she may be one of the youngest Supreme Court justices ever. And this eclipse last June is unfolding 4 months later. Here we have her installed on the Supreme Court of the United States. But I kind of think she might be a little bit rebellious. Okay, so that was the eclipse. Now, if we look at the chart for her swearing in, thank you to Clyde for getting me my friend Clyde for getting me the exact time, because I've got a lot going on at the moment. There's some interesting chart connections. Okay. All right, so is this her swearing in? No. That's the wrong chart. Recently used. October the 26th. All right, so on the swearing in took place at 6:18 p.m. DC time, in Washington DC. And so what was going on in her chart at that time? Well, Venus was approaching her Pluto. Venus is about to, tomorrow, in fact, as I record this on October the 27th, Venus is at 0 degrees of Libra, about to hit her Pluto. That's a big activation for her soul's desire because Venus rules Libra. I kind of think she has some positive qualities. Either that or she's meant to take away women's power. But I don't know. I kind of think she's going to surprise us. And there's a few reasons why. But then today as well, activating that is the moon's going to move into Aries and exactly square that eclipse point on her Pluto and Pluto polarity point line. Her soul's purpose is being activated in this, whether she knows it or not. Okay. So there's that. That's pretty huge that the eclipse was squaring her Pluto and that the Moon Venus opposition is going to activate her Pluto and polarity point right after she's sworn in. It's like saying, okay, you are here and this is up and coming. Okay. Other things we have coming up for Amy Coney Barrett are that she's about to hit her Chiron return. She's everybody has a Chiron return around the age of 50 to move forward months. Chiron is actually going to hit her Chiron return next spring. And that's in Aries too. And her Pluto polarity point is in Aries. Is she here to be a pioneer for change? Is she here to bring healing? I know I'm an eternal optimist, but I kind of think like some of these things are really intensely transformative. Add to that, coming up next year, Mars is going to square her Pluto and her Pluto polarity point. So she's got all of that coming up as well. Add to the fact that in December this year, we have Jupiter and, not 2021. Sorry. We have Jupiter and Saturn convening together at 0 Aquarius, close to her North Node, which is Aquarius. And her Sun is her conjunct her North Node in Aquarius. Now, the thing about Aquarius is that it has a very conservative side, but a very also humanitarian side. She has declared that she can set aside her religion. You know, there's been some awful stuff talked about this this group that she's in, this religious group, but who knows if she buys it all? You know, who knows what goes on behind her closed doors with her husband? Pallas Athena, woman warrior, when Jupiter and Saturn meet together, is conjunct her North Node and her Sun conjunction. Add to that, I want to go back to her swearing in ceremony and look at the chart alone. The chart for the ceremony has Uranus conjunct the ascendant. Uranus is the rebel. She also has all of this at Capricorn at the top. But Pluto is conjunct and Jupiter is the other side. Is she here to bring down the expected, the patriarchy? Is she going to change everything? Or is she going to consolidate the power? She had the moon Neptune, and on the chart, in the area of the groups, the people, the humanitarian, huge empathic spiritual connection. Okay. Her sun or the sun and Mercury was retrograde, of course, combust the sun on the descendant, kind of deeply big and analytical. And then there's this 12th house stuff over here, in the chart of the confirmation. Lilith and Mars were exactly conjunct at 17 degrees, and Eris is back at her 23 degrees. This is all in the house of kind of the hidden. Is she going to kind of sneak out and really surprise everybody and change everything? She wasn't. She was wise if she had. That's her plan, not to give any of this away. I'm not the only one who's seeing some hope here for this woman. Maybe we're all wrong. And maybe it will be the authoritarian hand of, control. But I don't know. It's kind of. She seems a bit more feminist than you might imagine. And she's had a very successful career. She is not some little woman at home. She has risen up the ranks really quickly. She clearly manages 7 children with her husband. It doesn't seem like she defers to him at all times. We'll see. I wanted to provide a little bit of hope today because I'm seeing a lot of fear about, oh my God, we're doomed. One of my friends said that. I love you. But there's some signs that she could surprise everybody. Uranus on the ascendant of that swearing in chart. And we know that Pluto has been revealing the corruption and things that are not working for years. So why not? Can't she be part of that as well, especially with Eris squaring? Let's hope. See you later.